कैसे हैं आप। मैं अरविंद आर्य आप सभी का ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पर स्वागत करता हूं। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे नेक्स्ट टॉपिक ऑप्टिकल फाइबर। तो देखिए ऑप्टिकल फाइबर जो है हमने पिछली क्लास में टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ लाइट पढ़ा था, उसी का एक पार्ट है ऑप्टिकल फाइबर। तो इसको डिस्कस करते हैं, तो फटाफट वीडियो को लाइक शेयर कर दें और जिन दोस्तों ने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया वो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, जिससे आने वाली वीडियोस के नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिल सके। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का सेशन, जिसमें हम डिस्कस करेंगे ऑप्टिकल फाइबर। सो देखिए, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डेफिनेशन ऑफ ऑप्टिकल फाइबर इज ए डिवाइस which is used to transmit audio and video signal up to very large distances। फिर से सुने, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर इज ए डिवाइस which is used to transmit audio and video signals up to very long distances। नेक्स्ट आपसे पूछा जा सकता है कि व्हाट इज द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ऑप्टिकल फाइबर। What is the principle of optical fiber? So it work on principle of total internal reflection of light. Total internal reflection of light. Total internal reflection. Total internal reflection of light. So we can say that the optical fiber work on the principle of TIR, total internal reflection of light. फिर देखिए कंस्ट्रक्शन में ऑप्टिकल फाइबर कंसिस्ट a very thin fine quality fibers made up of quartz or glass, and these thousand of quality fibers made up of glass or quartz form a light pipe, together form a light pipe। ये मिलकर क्या करते हैं, लाइट पाइप का फॉर्मेशन करते हैं। and in this light pipe the inner surface is called core and outer surface is called cladding। inner surface of fiber is called core and outer surface is called cladding, and to provide the protection a metal is coated over outer surface which is called as buffer coating। and the refractive index of optical fiber of core become more than the cladding, so that the light ray should move from denser to rarer medium। तो यह हमारा कंस्ट्रक्शन हो गया। अब देखते हैं वर्किंग। सो वर्किंग में कहेंगे कि whenever the light ray incident at very small angle on the one face of this optical fiber, then first of all it get refracted। first of all the light ray should get refracted, and when it incident on inner surface of this optical fiber such that the angle of incidence should be more than the critical angle, then total internal reflection of light will takes place from various surfaces of optical fiber, and finally it emerges, then again refracted। ठीक है, it emerges from other end, and in such phenomena the TIR of light ray, that is total internal reflection of light ray, takes place so that no change in intensity of light। we can see that the intensity of light become constant, there is no loss of intensity of light will takes place when it take multiple total internal reflection from the surface। so this is the working of optical fiber, and what is the uses of optical fiber? so it is used in audio and video signal transmission, and second one is optical fiber is also used in endoscopy, or optical fiber is also used in endoscopy, that is कि a light pipe inserted inside the intestine of human being to detect the different diseases। so this is our optical fiber। now we discuss next topic, refraction at the spherical surface। so in refraction from the spherical surface, it is very important derivation for board point of view। so now we have to discuss refraction from the spherical surface। so now we consider MPN be a spherical refraction surface which separate the rarer and denser medium। it separate the rarer and denser medium। rarer medium having refractive index mu1, while denser medium having refractive index mu2। so we consider that MPN be a spherical refracting surface which separating the rarer and denser medium, and the refractive index of both these medium is mu1 and mu2 respectively। Now we consider a point object is placed at O of principal axis of the refracting surface. So one light ray from this point object passes undeviated and another light ray incident on point A of the spherical refracting surface. Then after refraction from surface, the image of this object is formed at point I. The image of this object is formed at point I. Okay. So we have to place a point object at point O. Then the refraction of light will take place from the spherical refracting surface and the image of this object O is formed at point I. Now we join the optical center of this spherical refracting surface from point A. Now we join the optical center of this spherical refracting surface from the point A. तो इसको हमने ज्वाइन कर दिया A पॉइंट से, ऑप्टिकल सेंटर को ज्वाइन कर दिया. नाउ वी ज्वाइन द ऑप्टिकल सेंटर फ्रॉम पॉइंट A एंड प्रोसीड इट अप टू पॉइंट सर्टेन पॉइंट D. इसको हमने एक D पॉइंट पर तक प्रोसीड कर दिया. नाउ इट इज प्रोसीड अप टू पॉइंट D. ओके, सो it is proceeded up to point D. Now this is point C. Okay, so क्या कहा हमने कि consider MPN be a spherical refracting surface having pole P center of curvature C. It separates the rarer and denser medium having diffractive index mu1 and mu2. A point object is placed on the principal axis of this refracting surface, then it's imaged by the refracting surface formed at point I. नाउ ये क्या होगी, आपकी सेंटर है और ये क्या है, रिफ्रैक्टिंग स्फेरिकल सरफेस है. तो सेंटर से जो स्फेरिकल सरफेस को लाइन ज्वाइन करती है वो रेडियस होती है, और रेडियस क्या है, रिफ्रैक्टिंग स्फेरिकल सरफेस पर नॉर्मल होगी. रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस पर सेंटर से जाने वाली लाइन जो है इसके सरकमफ्रेंस को टच कर रही है तो ये नॉर्मल होगी, क्योंकि रेडियस नॉर्मल होती है सरफेस पर. अगर ये नॉर्मल है तो ये आपकी इंसिडेंट रे है और ये नॉर्मल हो गया, सो एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस आई होगा ये, और ये रिफ्रैक्टेड रे है और ये नॉर्मल है, सो एंगल ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन आर होगा. नाउ सो हियर वी कैन से दैट कि एंगल डी, दिस पॉइंट इज ए, दिस इज पॉइंट ए. सो नाउ वी कैन से दैट एंगल DAO is equal to angle I, that is angle of incidence. Okay, now angle DAO is angle of incidence and angle IAC is equal to angle R, that is angle of refraction. This is called angle of refraction. Okay, ये दो एंगल हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिए. एंगल AOD या DAO, इट इज एंगल I, एंड एंगल IAC is angle R. Now we have to consider certain angle. This is angle alpha and this is angle beta and this is angle gamma. So we can say that now we consider let angle AOP is equal to alpha. Angle AOP, this is alpha. Next angle AIC, this is AIC, this is angle beta. And last one is angle ACP, this is angle gamma. Okay, now after then we have to take each triangles and solve it. So we have, first of all we have to take in triangle ACO या AOC. एक हमने ट्राइंगल लिया, कौन सा, AOC. So now in triangle AOC, ट्राइंगल में देखें आप AOC, that is ये ट्राइंगल है आपका. AOC, देखिए ये C से आगे ज्वाइन करवा रहे हैं D पर, दिस C and this is O. So this is an angle alpha, this is an angle gamma, and this is an angle I. Okay. So now we know that the exterior angle is sum of two opposite interior angle. We know that in previous classes exterior angle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angle. That is angle I is equal to angle alpha plus gamma. Similarly, we have to again taken in right in triangle. Next one is AIC. AIC, देखिए स्मॉल ट्राइंगल जो है आपका AIC. So AIC. Now in this triangle exterior angle is gamma. In this triangle exterior angle is what? Gamma. That is gamma is also sum of two opposite interior angle, that is R plus beta. Now so we have to calculate the value of R. So we have to transfer beta, that is R equal to gamma minus beta. So we have to calculate I and R. Now light ray should move from rarer to denser, that is air to glass. Light ray should move from air to glass. Okay, so here light ray move from rarer to denser. Light ray move from rarer to denser. लाइट रे जो है वो रेयरर से डेंसर जा रही है. इट शुड मूव फ्रॉम रेयरर टू डेंसर. देन बाय स्नेल्स लॉ, so we can say that by Snell's law, light ray moving from one medium to second. Light ray should be moved from first medium to second medium. Then it is 1 mu 2 equal to sin I upon sin R. 1 mu 2 equal to sin I upon sin R. Now, if angle is small, that is for small angle approximation. So we also studied the small angle approximation in the previous class. Now their description is given in the link also, or we have to join in the I button. So देखो, now if angle is small, then for small angle approximation we know that sin theta is nearly equal to theta. For small angle approximation sin theta is nearly equal to theta. जो आपका साइन थीटा है स्मॉल एंगल में वो थीटा के इक्वल हो जाएगा. नाउ सो इफ साइन थीटा इज नियरली इक्वल टू थीटा, देन वी कैन से दैट कि साइन आई इज आल्सो इक्वल टू आई एंड साइन आर इज आल्सो इक्वल टू आर. एंड वी नो दैट 1 mu 2 इज आल्सो रिटन एज mu 2 अपॉन mu 1. 1 mu 2 इज व्हाट? mu 2 डिवाइडेड बाय mu 1 इज इक्वल टू mu 2 divided by mu 1 is equal to sin I is equal to I and sin R is equal to R. So we can say that mu 1 I is equal to mu 2 R. This is for small angle approximation. Now put value of I and R. Put the value of I and R. Put value of I and R. So here we have to put the value of I and R. So we can say that mu 1, and what is I? I is alpha plus gamma. What is I? I is alpha plus gamma. So it is alpha plus gamma is equal to mu 2 into what is R? Gamma minus beta. R is gamma minus beta, and this is the equation number first. Now if we have to calculate alpha, beta and gamma, then we get the final result. So for small angle approximation, again we have to taken that in right angle triangle. For the right angle triangle, so we now join the point A. We draw the perpendicular from point A to point B. So we have to taken a perpendicular. We draw a perpendicular from point A to B. तो यहां से हमने क्या किया, इसके जो प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस है उस पर एक परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ किया. Now this is the perpendicular line. We have to draw a perpendicular from point A to this is the point B. Okay, so now for small angle approximation, for if angle is small, or for paraxial rays, if angle is small, or for the paraxial rays, for paraxial rays, or for paraxial rays. So if angle is small and we have to take on the rays become paraxial. Paraxial rays are those rays in which light ray become incident very close to the pole. Paraxial rays are those rays in which light rays are incident very close to the pole. So for a small angle or paraxial rays, we can say that we have to take one right angle triangle ABO. So in right angle triangle, we have to take an ABO. So in right angle triangle ABO, tan alpha is nearly equal to alpha. Tan alpha is nearly equal to alpha. And what is tan theta? Perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular divided by base. So in this triangle, what is perpendicular? AB. ABO में आपका perpendicular क्या है? AB. So AB is your perpendicular. Divided by base. Base is what? BO. Now again in triangle, in right angle triangle, what right angle triangle? ABI. In right angle triangle ABI. Okay, we have to take on a right angle triangle ABI. So in triangle ABI, tan beta is nearly equal to what? Beta. Equal to perpendicular upon base. So what is perpendicular? AB. And what is the base? BI. What is the base? BI. Again in triangle, in right angle triangle, ABC, in right angle triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, tan gamma is nearly equal to gamma, and it is perpendicular. So AB divided by base BC. ABC, perpendicular AB and base is BC. Okay. Now put value of alpha, beta and gamma in equation part. Put value of alpha, beta and gamma in equation first. First equation में value रखेंगे. So mu1, and what is alpha? Alpha is, what is alpha? AB upon BU. AB upon BU plus, this is the value of alpha. Now beta. So what is beta? Oh sorry, alpha then gamma. So what is gamma? AB upon BC. AB upon BC is equal to mu2. Now we have to take on gamma. So what is the value of gamma? Gamma is simply AB upon BC. Gamma is simply AB upon BC. Now beta, minus beta. So what is beta? So AB upon BI minus AB upon BI. Now we have to take a common AB from both sides of the equation. So AB is taken as common. So 1 upon AB, and this is BO plus 1 upon BC is equal to mu2. Again we have to take an AB as common. So this is 1 upon BC minus 1 upon BI. Now AB is cancelled in both sides of the equation. And again, if angle is small, or for paraxial rays, if angle is small, or for paraxial rays, so what is the paraxial rays? Those rays which incident very close to the pole. Paraxial rays are those rays which incident very close to the pole. और अगर ये पोल के पास में आएगी, हमने थोड़ा जूम करके बनाया है, पोल के पास आएगी तो आप जब ड्रॉ करोगे इस पर, सो पॉइंट बी इज वेरी वेरी क्लोज टू पॉइंट बी. पैरेक्सियल रेस के लिए द पॉइंट बी बिकम वेरी वेरी क्लोज टू पॉइंट P। सो हम देखिए P जो है पॉइंट वो B के वेरी क्लोज आ जाएगा, और अगर ऐसा हुआ तो आप इसको क्या लिख पाएंगे, ध्यान दीजिए, इफ दिस विल हैपन then we can write it is B as P. B is substituted as P. So mu1 1 upon PO plus 1 upon PC plus 1 upon PC is equal to mu2, और आप फिर से BC को क्या लिख सकते हैं, तो BC को लिख सकते हैं 1 upon PC, B को P लिख दिया, और VI written as तो -1 upon PI। Now by using sign convention, हमने क्या किया इसमें, by using sign convention, इसमें sign convention का यूज कर लिया। So now we have to use the sign convention. So by using the sign convention, light ray is always incident from left to right of the surfaces, refracting surface, and the distance of object from pole is U. And distance of image from pole, this is the distance of object from pole, distance of image from pole is V. Distance of image is what? V. And distance of center of curvature from pole is what? R. So by using sign convention, what is value of PO? PO is equal to, light ray should be incident left to right, and we write P to O. We measure P to O, so it is -U. What is PC? PC, the value of PC is what? तो PC की वैल्यू आपकी क्या है, P to C. So light ray should be incident left to right, and again we move same direction, so it is taken plus R. It is plus R. And what is PI? P to I, again same direction, so plus P. Now put all these value in the given equation, or put all these values, this is considered equation number 2. Put all these values in equation 2. Put all these values in equation 2. ये सभी वैल्यू आप सेकेंड इक्वेशन में पुट करें, अगर पुट ऑल दीज वैल्यूज इन इक्वेशन 2, तो अगर आप सेकेंड इक्वेशन में ये वैल्यू पुट करें, सो दिस इज द mu1 अपॉन -1 upon U plus 1 upon PC's R is equal to mu2, and what is PC? 1 upon R minus 1 upon PIV. अब आप इसका मल्टीप्लाई करें और फाइनल आंसर यहां से आपको मिल जाएगा। सिंपली हमको क्या करना है, इसका मल्टीप्लाई करना है, एंड वी गेट द फाइनल आंसर। यहां से आप इसका मल्टीप्लाई करें इन टर्म्स का, और इन टर्म्स का अगर आप मल्टीप्लाई कर लेंगे तो आपको फाइनल आंसर मिल जाएगा। सो देखिए, ऑन मल्टीप्लाइंग माइनस mu1 upon U plus this is mu1 upon R is equal to, again multiplied by mu2, so we have to take mu2 upon R minus mu2 upon V, mu2 upon V। अब R वाले टर्म को हम सेपरेट कर लें, so this is mu1 upon U plus mu2 upon V is equal to mu2 upon R माइनस mu1 upon R। इसको इधर ले गए तो माइनस का mu1 upon R, तो फाइनल फॉर्मूला क्या आया, माइनस का mu1 upon U प्लस mu2 upon V is equal to, on taking LCM, so it is R, so we have to get mu2 minus mu1, mu2 minus mu1. This is the refraction formula for spherical refracting surface, minus mu1 upon U plus mu2 upon V equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon R। तो मिलते हैं फिर, ये कॉन्सेप्ट आप पढ़िए, आपको एग्जाम के लिए ये कॉन्सेप्ट काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में एक फिर से नए कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ। तो फटाफट वीडियो को बच्चों को लाइक कर दें, शेयर कर दें, और जिन दोस्तों ने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया वो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, जिससे वीडियो के नोटिफिकेशन आपको टाइम पे मिल सके। तो थैंक यू, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में एक नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ।